Hello, it's the P. Right, today we're going to react to Steptoe and Son, Divided We Stand. Sorry, this is the first episode of the second to last season in the 1970s. So, got your DVD ready? Get ready to press play. Press play in 3, 2, 1, play. And there they are, the warring couple. I say couple because they're like a married couple, aren't they, really? Ray Galton and Alan Simpson, who also did Hancock's Half Hour. There he is doing the old toilet chain. And Harry H. Corbett playing the forever beleaguered son of Albert. 3 weeks. That's how you used to get books to change colours in houses, people, in England. We used to get these big books of, like, carpets, and then there are different patterns on each page, and you'd pick the one you wanted to put on the floor, and that's what he's doing now. So that's good. The war. Of course, miss out the Second World War, go straight to the First World War. Your mother put it up, because of course Albert would never do anything, would he? Light and gay, oh yes. The old-fashioned vernacular, we're thinking. Way of speaking. Paint yourself, it's a classic. And of course, Harry H. Corbett puts this voice on, doesn't he? He's supposed to be like posh in real life, and then he would put it on. And the H in his middle name stands for nothing, because he had to make it up, because there was a sooty puppeteer called, remember the little puppets, Sooty and Sweep, in England? Bleeding awful. There was a puppet master, called Sooty and Sweep, and his name was Harry Corbett. So this Harry Corbett had to put a H in the middle of his name to differentiate himself for equity, the people who do all the acting crap. And there he is, Harry H. Corbett. With Wilfrid Bramble, had a very colourful life. Blenheim Palace. Holmes, they have magazines. Well, I know we still have magazines, but we're not quite as, I mean, we're all internet mad these days, so we don't get the magazines as we used to. £9 a roll in 1972. Now, God, that was a few quid. £9, so what are we looking at, about £20 a roll? So I suppose inflation hasn't really affected it that much, has it? That it puts things up that much, but camouflage paint. And of course this is really cheap for the BBC, because they have the one standing set with the little bits. I mean, this is going to be a bit more expensive because they divide it up with partitions and that as we go through the episode. Bung all the bits up. So stick them together, tie the carpet together. Sew the carpets together and have like a patchwork carpet on the floor. Madness. Looking rotten. He's just got a great voice, Harry Corbett. He did Carry On Screaming. He does a slightly different accent in that if you want a different sort of viewpoint on it. Elegant. He's always trying to up himself. Got a bit of string. I mean, I like that on his t-shirt there. That bit, like, we haven't got much, but we'll tie together a bit of string. But then he's got the proper holes in it, so it must be a proper t-shirt. Washable. So what does, say writing on the walls, but what do you think he really does? Anagrams. There's another episode I might do later on down the pike where they positively Pompeian. So the Pompeians were quite crude and rude, were they? Anyway, Wilfrid Bramble, well, he was an Irishman by birth and homosexual, playing a dirty old man here, as he's often called, Dirty Old Man, by Harold. And you see they come to an impasse. They always come to an impasse. They can't agree, so they split it out. And it's true, he just doesn't give a monkey's what colour the walls are. He just wants to be an annoying bastard with Harold. And you just got to go against him in everything. Got to butt heads on everything because Albert wants things his way, and Harold has to accept it or fight against him, and that's what the friction comes from the comedy there, where they're always butting heads. You frustrate me. Now he is a fastest reactor. He does. He's always holding him down. See, would we be allowed to say these things in comedy now? Have we gone backwards or forwards? It's up to you. Tell me in the comments if you think they've gone backwards or forwards. Phil. What plonker. Oh, I'm using the animals and horses, but he's a plonker. Tell me what you think also react to down in the comments. What do you fancy? It is a dump. It looks a dump, doesn't it? Look at it. I mean, the props department of the BBC must have spent ages putting all this... Topsoil. Brilliant. But when Gelton and Simpson, they wrote brilliant. I mean, they did great for Hancock. I mean, he went off the rails. Might do a Hancock's half hour at some point. Oh, and the old thing stuck to the glass. Whoa, what is it? Yeah. Oh, gross. The flock wallpaper. The flock wallpaper is like what you have in Indian restaurants in England. Of a certain decade, in the 80s, they had this sort of red, fluffy wallpaper on the walls. Horrible. Mr. Chamberlain. So that paper's from 1938. Yeah, about 1938, all these papers. Princess Margaret joins the Brown. God, how long ago is that? Holy bummer. Here's a good setup. King Zogfleas. King Size Fleas. Brilliant. I mean, they just double handed. It's all based on dialogue, isn't it? They just back and forth. Brilliant. They'd never be able to do this. The writers don't. You smell worse than the house. Great. Sink point, people, sink point. Brilliant. Zookeepers. And then later on, Harold goes to the psychiatrist, I think, in another episode, and he's wearing boots with crap all over the bottom and have to wipe them off. Gross. Ugh. Ration books. Got the ration books in. Very nice. A packet of dried egg. That's disgusting, isn't it? Ooh. Alibaba? Yeah, classic. Oh no. Yeah, this is gross. Oh. There it is. Nice set of teeth. Oh. See, that's what he would disgust, Harold. He is this disgusting. Why would you forget? That was only in the back there. Oh. He was a great actor, Wilfrid Bramble. You can't take that away from him. Supposed to be quite dubious as a personal guy. Didn't get on these two, apparently. Not very well. Oh, my gums are shrunk. Gross. Because I think Harry H. Corbett was a proper serious actor. Whereas Bramble was a serious actor, but not in the same way. I think Harry H. Corbett was a method actor, and Wilfrid was just a proper, like a Laurence Olivier type actor. They sink themselves into the part, do it all right, but not take it crazy serious like Marlon Brando, these mad actors. Filth. It is gross. And we're coming up to like the 10-minute mark and they haven't put all the things up yet, but we'll be seeing it soon. Reconciliation. So he loves the beauty and the loveliness of it all, Harold. And of course, I get him fucking mad. Crude but apposite, very posh for Harold. Harry. They wrote this for him as well. This was all a vehicle for Harry H. Corbett, apparently, from Gorton and Simpson. They wrote this specially for Harold, and of course, Wilford Bramble was brought in as a supporting cast. He's got to go. You're going, son, not me. Can't afford to go. So I haven't seen this for years, but it's brilliant stuff. And in South Africa, they did this apartheid thing, where they made, like, separate developments to split people up, and of course that all went by the wayside. All madness, political madness. What's apartheid? Yeah. If you want to sponsor me, Pepsi Max, I'll take the money. Cheers. There we go. Pepsi Max, sponsor. Bloody silly idea. They're just brilliant. And these are proper actors, they're not comedians, they're actors acting together, doing it. Brilliant stuff. Brilliant. Perfect dovetailing. So they can bung all these things together. The border has been sealed. What are you doing in my house? I love it. So yeah, Gorton and Simpson wrote this for these two. Well, for Harry. And then they brought in Wilfred and he got dressed up and made this character. And of course he's much younger than he's supposed to be playing 73 or 4. And really he's late 50s, I think, here. And of course Harry looks older than he is. I think he's about 40. He looks about his age. I think he dyed his hair. Probably will start wearing a wig later on. If you look at the last season of this Steptoe and Sons, it looks like he's got a wig on of some kind. His hair's different colour, different sort of... They're covering up the hairline like they do with wigs, you know. Voila. Checkpoint Charlie. Something to do with the war. That they checkpoint Charlie between East and West Berlin. The turnstiles from a dog track. Take me. He's a dirty old man. Look, this is just brilliant. I mean, who thought of this? It was genius. But they have like different partitions for the thing, you know. Brilliant. Put a penny in it for going to the toilet. Pardon me. I cough, I got allergies, sorry. Penny to get in, penny to get out. Brilliant. Anyway, you can like and subscribe if you want more reactions. Tell me what to react to. I do all the comedies. I like short ones because long films and that, they take forever to edit and I'm lazy. Thank you. Yes. And I don't have much time. Busy low. Bit of talk. Sean Locke is dead, you know, really. Just want to get rid of you. That's the whole point. They always want to get rid of him, but he has to stay to look after him. Because he's his dear old dad. And his dear old dad would have a heart attack. If he tried to leave the turnstiles. Brilliant. Like old cinemas, dog track, like I said. One to me. Brilliant. I love this. It's funny. You've got to watch the people out there. You've got to watch Divided We Stand. Get the DVD, get it cheap. Get BBC, what's it called? The thing, the streaming service. It'll be on there. Got to be on there. I did a commentary for the movie as well. That's around here somewhere, so you can watch that. Might set up a Patreon at some point, if people are interested. Let me know below. Oh, this is great. Look, his bloody hat going across the top. It's like Jaws before Jaws. This is pre-Jaws. And then it disappears down. Oh, great. He's lonely. Poor old Albert. Albert Ladysmith Steptoe. You know what they said in the 60s elections? Chad. God. In the 60s elections, they said Harold Wilson, the Labour guy, said don't put this on that night or people won't come out and vote and we'll lose the vote. Because I think this had 20, 30 million viewers in the 60s. The first run. Because they had the first run of one series 1 to 4, I think. And then it came back late. This was about 62, 64, 5. And then it came back 69, 74 for its last run. Because Harry was stuck in typecasting. Couldn't get out of this. I mean, he still made telly. Died young, heart attack, 1980, I think. His daughter was in Daisy in Pascal, I think. So sort of detective thing that was on in the 90s. She looks a lot like him. Susanna Corbett, I think. She looks like Harry Corbett very much. Lovely morning. Bum bang. Brilliant. It's got to be like choreographed, isn't it? Going face to face. And the penny in. Put it on the board. That board, they're going to need a lot bigger board. But then for the series, I suppose it's fine, isn't it? Those old milk bottles, God, look at the state. They put 2 on. Gonna cheat. I want more money. Me. I suppose do I look Albert? I'm not as old, but I do. I've had a hard life. I hope he's putting one in there. Oh, and then now, does he do this because he's as petty as his dad, or does he know he's put 2 on instead of 1? He knows the score. Well, we never know. And look at this, they put the oven in half. Look at it, the cooker. Got a big partition. They're going to burn it. Brilliant. Great. I mean, you just can't. No one could do this now. I mean, they wouldn't even think of this. Classic. You've all got to get into Steptoe, peeps. The early series, it's a bit more serious. Not serious, but this is more broad. This is broader in the early 70s. Swine. Bit of string on the ruddy thing. I suppose you could live like this now, couldn't you? If you really hated your lover or your brother or your mother, anyone, let's cut the acid off. And you put beans in a cup like that. That is so weird. And here he is having his. It looks like curry. It's disgusting. And beans. Gross. Who'd eat this stuff? Salt and pepper. Pardon me. That looks disgusting. Yeah, don't eat it. Why would they have this hatch? They want to eat separate, don't they? So shut the damn thing. Solid silver. Joint property is a joint property. I mean, they must have spent. I mean, I don't know. How do 2 people write one script? I've never understood it. Like comedy teams, how do they write? Does one do one bit and the other one, and then they edit each other, or do they do one script each and then they swap them and edit them like Ben Elton and Richard Curtis for Blackadder? I don't know. He's got his wooden cat. That's very nice. King's pattern knife and fork. Tape it up, Harold. I mean, I don't like Albert's cooking either, but it looks more nice than what Harold's eating. Yes, he's lost it. Get it in there. Take it. Gonna watch some TV. Give up on that horrid food, Harold. That's disgusting. The British, oh, the old Radio Times. That was a BBC magazine we had out there for all my American viewers and foreign viewers. It was a magazine that used to tell you what was on. I think they still do it, but it didn't look like that now. It's like half the size, probably tiny little, and cost twice as much. The rip-off. Amazing there. You can't turn the telly on because the knobs, because they split the telly in half and the knobs the other side. TV. Next door. Brilliant stuff. Love it. I don't think either of them would eat that, because you can imagine how many takes they might have had to do, and that food's gone cold. You've got the studio light. Oh, it must be gross. It'll be throwing up everywhere. Look at that old yellow paper. It looks like one of them old ones. In your ear. Yeah. And he thinks it's some kind of pervy film. Oh yeah, because if they dance, I probably won't better see him on the other side. They should have done something different. I don't think Albert's got as much living space as he is Harold, but there you go. You lawyer! And drawers are just knickers, by the way. Drawers, knickers. Blood of the Ripper. Oh my God. Banging on it. Into the audience, you can hear this lady screaming and shouting. They're just having a fantastic time. Would love to have been in the audience for this. An alternative Sunday. Oh, and he stuck his head through. Oh, there it goes. Guillotine. He's going to guillotine him, chop his head off. Apparently they didn't get on, and Albert used to drink. Wilfred Bramble, apparently. So they come back after doing the morning's work and then get drunk. You see, he didn't go all the way across, so he didn't really want to hurt him. He was very gentle. In a way. Oh, we got a knife in there. Come here, come here. Oh, 3D, 3D. Drives me round the tears. An extra go tomorrow, very nice, very diplomatic. Because we watch a football match, you can imagine them all twiddling around. Such an expressive face, both of these guys. They're so expressive, aren't they? Brilliant. Yeah, I could do it. I could play it. Was that a goal? He used to go out the wrong end. Keep out this thing. Brilliant. There's a man on. Oh, the telly's moving. Could Albert be wanting some TV? Oh! Split down the middle. 10.5, so that's 22-inch telly, so that's small. TV's very small for the... Although probably big, but then if you look, you can see, they must be miming it, because I think you can see through the TV. They've ruined the illusion. I've ruined it for you. Because you can see those slats in the back of the telly, you can see through it, the cabinet. Oh no, who's got the power? Harold? He's got the power. Oh, he's unplugged the bloody thing. Oh. Cow, son. I haven't heard that for a few years. Go. Free pin the BBC plug. Oh, at the end of telly back in the 70s, telly would stop at midnight or something like that, and they'd show the Queen walking by on horses. They shut down the channel. And it'd always, every night, be the Queen riding a horse and follow past the army, and that's what he was doing. He'd go, bah, bah, like the Queen. So there you go, if you didn't get that reference. What's wrong with his bush? Oh, he wants to jump in the toilet first. Noddy, noddy. Look at this weird, that's so good. And this is on film, you see the grains change. You film, we're outside. You only want to go because I want to go. I'm dying for a lav and he can't go. Toilet, dying for the toilet, can't go. Oh, he's got sinister sometimes, Harold. I'll flush that bum. Yeah. Brilliant. Little toe rat. Oh, these two play so. It's a shame they didn't get on apparently because they play so. Oh, he's leaping his way. Did he go in the right door? Did he go in the right door? I'll have to. God, I should know, but I don't know. He went in the wrong door. He's lost it. Bit of extra comedy for the TV folk. Brilliant. He's so funny. Oh, he's loving it. And he comes in with his wet backside. Keep it covered, okay, because he can't see it's not wet, I suppose. He come through the right door. So maybe we're wrong. Cobblers. Oh no, we've left the rag on the hob. Health and safety nightmare. I suppose this whole house is a health and safety nightmare. They burned it down. They burned it down. Anyway, like and subscribe if you want more content. I'll try and do react. God knows what the censors are going to be like with this reaction. So you might see four, but then I'll put. If I do the long one, I might do a Patreon and then put the whole of this reaction in. If you want to see me gulping and gooping over it. But anyway, like and subscribe helps the channel grow. I become the king, the Emster. I'll be the Emster. They're both in hospital. The fireman had to put things in the partition. Brilliant. Is that a makeup bruise? Reminds me of that time when Jake Paul's Mrs. Makeup Eyes faked it. They're always coming into houses with turnstiles. Brilliant. He's going to fade into that bedspread. It's funny, isn't it? Yeah, they look like they've been given like colour-coded bedspreads. This is blue and this is pink with his jammers. Oh, here we go. Oh. Bloody hell's that gas bottle? They're going to blow him up. Oxygen. The old-fashioned hospital. I suppose they still look like this though in a way. Oh, there it is. Chuck the orange juice over him. Build up to the big joke at the end. God, that half hour went fast, didn't it? See? Half hour comedy and then they even go over they keep going over the final credits. Like, well, I hope you enjoyed this reaction. Oh, now he's closing himself in. Oh, God. Oh, a little bit of added comedy there. Wipe off the private. Wipe off the private. Ron Grainer, he did the music for The Prisoner and Doctor Who. I mean, I'm sure they messed him about. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the commentary as we count down to the last few moments. We'll see, we'll see. Oh, there it goes. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed it. Like and subscribe, and we'll be back with another commentary soon. Enjoy. Good evening. Goodbye.